Hello?
Hey, what's up, my brother? Can you hear
Hello?
me?
Yeah, I
Can
can
you
hear
hear
you.
me? How are you, man?
Yeah, I can hear
I
you.
saw your
How
channel.
are you,
I
man?
was
I
just
saw
looking
your
for somebody to
channel.
talk
I
to.
was just looking.
Sorry, one second. There was echo, but yeah, I wanted to talk to somebody, and you seem very interesting. I just want to know, how young are you?
I'm 18.
All right, good, good. So you're very young, but you believe in objective morality. So you are religious.
I'm not religious now.
So what do you mean then that you believe in object you think then I don't understand what you said about subjective morality. How can you agree with me
What do you
subjective
mean?
morality can destroy society, but you don't you actually follow subjective morality?
I don't follow subjective morality. I think morality is objective.
Okay, can you can you explain further what's your what's your position on
Sure. So I
morality?
think, broadly speaking, morality just
You don't get
definitionally
it from
basically
scripture?
is. No, I don't get it from scripture. I think
That's
a
subjective
world
morality
of.
then. If you don't, objective morality means you get it from scripture. It's like an objective entity that tells you what is morality. Subjective morality, you create it yourself, with the harm principle or the happiness pursuit of happiness principle, whatever that is.
True. Yep. Have you ever read Sam Harris at all? Do you know what Sam Harris, who Sam Harris is?
Is he talking? Are you talking about the nuclear bomb? We should nuke all the Muslims. Sam Harris, is that the guy you're talking about?
Yeah, that's
The
what I'm talking about. Yep. I'm talking about the
neuroscientist.
kill every single Muslim. Yep.
Okay, yeah, I've heard about him. So
Have you?
he follows subjective morality, by the way.
No, he's a moral realist.
Okay, so you actually are not understanding what I'm trying to tell you. What I'm trying to tell you is there's two forms of morality. There's a objective morality, which is scripture. You get it from religion. That's why religion, basically, all of modern society's morality comes from scripture. And then what happened is you
hmm
guys switched it and started accepting new stuff, and that's where you're seeing the trans movement and everything coming up. But that's subjective morality.
Wait,
Subjective
what
morality
does it
is
have to
the
do? What
harm
does the
principle.
trans movement have to do? What does the trans movement have to do with morality?
Because it disagrees with objective morality. Objective morality says no trans is allowed, and the subjective morality pushed that through because subjective morality follows the harm principle, or tries to reduce the harm as much as possible, because that's subjective morality, because already God told you that's bad. All you have to do is go read scripture and you know what's morality. Like for example, how the Muslims, they don't eat pork. How do they know that they shouldn't eat pork? Because they go read the Quran. Then they realize that's objective morality is telling them do not eat pork. So that's how they know right and wrong. Morality is right from wrong. And so what you're
hmm
doing is you're using subjective morality, and that's Sam Harris's essence. His essence is subjective morality because he doesn't follow scripture. He follows his whims.
Have you ever? So like, I don't.
Who does he get his morality from? Yeah, so he doesn't even
I
understand what I have to
You
literally
can
explain it
argue
base from the
that
basics.
you don't agree with moral realists who base their moral realism
What do you
off of
mean
like
by a
humanist
moral
principles.
realist? What does that
I
mean?
mean, I think. I mean, I think moral facts are objective. I think we can
What do
say
you mean
it is
moral
like
facts are
objectively.
objective? Is eating McDonald's good for you or bad for you?
I mean, it's generally going to be worse for you than
But
other
how
stuff.
do you know that? You feel really good when you eat the McDonald's. What's objective about McDonald's eating being bad? Okay, let me ask you this: is lying good for you? Is lying right or wrong? Is cheating right or okay? Let's. I'm gonna catch you on one. Is lying right or wrong? Is it good or not good?
It's not good generally
Why? Why is it not good?
because you're always going to be like basically anytime you lie, you're always going to be damaging whoever you're lying to and yourself. You're always going to be harming that
How do
relationship.
you? Okay, let's say the cop stopped me. He said, "Hey, did you come out of that place and purchase drugs?" I lied to him. I say, "No, I didn't purchase drug." Who did it hurt? It actually saved my life. I didn't go to jail. What do you mean it's bad for me?
So that's why I said generally, right?
Okay, generally lying actually helps you. That's why people lie. So
Generally, I would
how is it hurting them?
generally lying can help in the short term, but I think lying
What?
is
So
almost always
you
going to be worse than not lying.
so you
But
agree with
I
me?
can I just
Lying
ask you a
is
can I just ask you a question real
no, no,
quick?
no, no. We have to.
Um,
I have to understand this because you
but
see what
my
I mean?
question
You
is
see
going to
what I
make you
mean? You
understand
don't even know if
this
lying
better.
is good or not. You don't even know that.
Oh my god. Lying is almost always
No,
bad,
no, you have
man.
to understand.
Um,
Objective morality told you lying is wrong. That's why you know lying is wrong. But you, when you sit there thinking
True.
about
Wait,
it,
I'm just super curious. Do you think that a world of suffering where every conscious creature is suffering
yes, it's
the
good.
worst possible
Yes,
misery?
you need to suffer to grow. Yes, imagine a six
No,
foot
no, no, no,
four.
that's not what I'm asking. No, 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 that's not what I'm
What are you
asking.
asking?
Do you think that a world where every conscious creature is suffering the maximum possible of misery, do you think that that world is worse than a world where every conscious creature is not suffering the worst possible misery?
So both your examples are impossible in this world. There is
Yeah,
no
yeah,
way a world.
yeah.
There's
I
no.
know. They're hypotheticals. They're hypotheticals. They're hypotheticals. Yeah, they're impossible. Yep, they're hypotheticals.
So okay. So what does it matter for me to answer that question?
It's a hypothetical. Can you
Okay, well,
answer
I'll
the
give you an
hypothetical?
answer, but then what? Okay, after I give you an answer, then what?
Then I'm gonna tell you whether you're a
Doesn't
moral
matter because
realist or not.
we'll never be able to experience it. Like we'll never be able to experience it. How about we talk about
Yeah, it's a
why is lying
hypothetical.
wrong? Let's
You
talk about
can't.
that.
Can you answer
Let's
my
instead of going to
hypothetical,
hypotheticals, let's talk about why is lying. I can't believe you can't even
bro?
substantiate your position here. You
Why is
love
lying
Sam
wrong?
Harris. Sam
Lying is
Harris
wrong
is a
because it's generally
neuroscientist.
not conducive. Lying is generally not conducive to the well-being of conscious creatures. Now, can you answer my hypothetical? Oh,
I don't
thanks.
agree with what you with your explanation on that because actually it's very good for me. Every time I lie, I save myself from a lot of hardship, and as long as I keep the lies, organized in my head, I have an amazing life, and nobody can even know that I'm lying. I actually have no under. You literally, as a
Bro,
subjective
okay.
morality, you actually have no argument against why lying is bad. You actually have no because you have to understand.
I
The only
literally just
reason you
told you.
believe lying is bad is because you
I
read it in
literally just
scripture.
told you it's generally not conducive to the well-being of
But you have
conscious
no proof
creatures.
for that. I told you that it doesn't. You have no
What do you
proof
mean I
that's
have no
generally
proof for
not
that?
good. Lying. How? Where's your proof that lying is bad for society? Go ahead.
You're almost always going to be damaging your relationship with someone if I lie. Like the fact that people feel bad
Bro, people lie to save
when you lie to
relationships.
them, right? You've damaged that
So
trust,
you
right? And so I
lie.
think
So when you lie to your dad and tell him, "No, dad, I didn't drink from your bottle," is that to damage the
I'm like,
relationship
can
or to
you?
try to save the
That,
relationship?
no, that obviously is going to damage your relationship.
No,
Can
it's
you
it's.
answer my
Oh my
hypothetical now? Oh
god.
my god, my man. Can you just answer my
All right, what's
hypothetical?
okay? I'll take. Okay, sure. I'll
Do you think
bite you.
that a
What was
world
the
of the
question?
where every conscious do you think that a world where every conscious creature is suffering the worst possible misery? Do you think that world is worse than a world where every conscious creature is not suffering the worst possible misery?
So you okay? Can you give me an example of this world? Like, what's the worst possible misery? I can't even imagine what's a worst possible misery could be besides death, because everybody in this world
Every
suffers death. So what's a possible misery more than death? I don't understand what you're saying. Like, so of course, this world you literally suffer the worst misery, which is death. What's can you explain to me another misery that's worse than death?
I do you think death is the worst misery? You don't really suffer when you're dead, right? I know I
I think
understand you
that's the
probably
worst thing that
believe in it.
happens to a human being is the moment he dies. It's the worst amount of pain. Your soul
Yeah,
is
but you're not
literally.
like
You know the description. I'll give you the analogy in the Quran that God gave
oh
you.
my
You know
god.
that cotton. You know cotton when you go into a rose and it's when you imagine a cotton that you
No, no, no,
spread
wait.
through
You believe
a
in an
rose,
afterlife, right?
the
You believe
thorn
in
of
it.
roses. Imagine how
You
that
but
cotton
okay,
gets split.
hold on.
That's your soul being
Hold on.
pulled out of your body. Imagine that misery
No,
and
no, no,
pain.
no, no. You
When
believe
did
in
you
an
see somebody
afterlife,
die in a
right?
good way? When did you see somebody die
You believe in
happy?
it. You believe in an
What the fuck is he
afterlife,
talking
right?
about? This world is full of misery. What are you talking about? I don't understand what you're
You
saying.
believe. I'm just asking you to answer the question.
Every
You
human
believe in
being
an
in this
afterlife,
world
right?
suffers the ultimate misery. Yes, every human being dies. Yes.
No, but you believe in an afterlife. It's what I'm saying. It's what I'm
Sure,
asking
yeah.
right now.
But what
Okay,
does it
I
have to
don't.
do
You
with the
understand when
misery?
you think. So right now, I think that when you die, you don't exist anymore. It's just like before you were born. Before you were born, you weren't suffering at all, right? So when you're dead, you don't suffer at all. So I'm asking, do you think that a world where every conscious creature is currently experiencing the worst possible misery that they possibly can, do you think that world is worse than a world where they aren't?
Give me an example of the worst possible misery you can experience. I don't know what the fuck he's
I don't know
talking
what it's.
about.
You're. I
My
mean,
problem is we live in a world where we experience the worst possible misery. So I really don't
oh my
understand. Can you
god.
explain to me What's another possible misery?
Are you
We
experiencing
lose
those?
parents,
Okay.
we lose fathers, we lose mothers, we lose sisters, we lose brothers. Our family members die. Everybody around us is suffering. We are in pain consistently. We're born crying. We're dying crying. What are you talking about? What's suffering? Like, can you give me an example?
Are you experiencing the worst possible misery that you could possibly experience right now?
No, not right now.
Okay. Do you think that a world where you were experiencing the worst possible misery, and every conscious creature was experiencing the worst possible misery, do you think that world is better or worse than the one we're in now?
And are you talking about perpetually? They're just in a
Yeah,
perpetual
forever.
experience.
Yep, worst possible misery forever.
Wow. This is the Sam Harris logic, guys. The Sam Harris brain. Look at the Sam Harris brain where he got us.
You can't answer my
Is living
hypothetical.
in absolute misery better than living a normal life? Look at this guy, and he's asking
Yeah,
me.
can you answer that? Answer that
No,
question.
I'm not
Answer
gonna
that
answer
question.
that.
That's an
Well, I
important
mean, what
question.
kind of question is this? Like, what do you want? Yeah, of course, living in absolute misery is not good forever.
Okay, great. Then you've accepted that there are objective answers to moral questions, because some things are going to bring us closer to that world of misery for everyone, and some things are going to move us further away from that world for misery than for the worst possible misery for everyone.
Okay, give me an
You've
example.
you've
Give me an
accepted.
example of somebody living a worst possible
Wait.
misery for
You have already
perpetually.
accepted that there are objective moral facts,
I
because
don't
you've
even
already
know.
accepted
But
that
I
a
accepted it in
world where
your
every
thought
conscious
experiment. I accepted it in your thought experiment, which doesn't exist in the world. You accepted it, but it doesn't exist in this world. Your thought
Okay,
experiment doesn't
obviously,
exist in this world. Where is a human being that can live in perpetual suffering?
so this is a spectrum, right? We have over here the worst possible misery for everyone, and then over here, a little bit further away, we have not quite the worst possible misery for everyone, and then over here we have fucking gooning utopia where everyone's coming
You know what?
24/7. Okay?
You know what? I actually, can you relate that back to morality and objective morality?
Okay, you said a world, right, where every conscious creature is suffering the worst possible misery for everyone. You said that world is worse, right?
Hey, you're gonna let Ophelia talk like that on your channel? You're not gonna ban him? Look,
What did
he's
Ophelia
talking
say?
pedo stuff on your channel.
Oh, what did Ophelia?
Ophelia is talking pedo stuff on your channel. You're not gonna ban him?
I think
You should
Ophelia.
embarrass him. You should
Ophelia's
embarrass
a
him.
girl, first of all, but I think Ophelia just said. What did Ophelia say? She just
He's
said.
condoning pedophilia.
I don't think Ophelia is doing that. What did? She's not.
Why
I'm
is he
looking at the
talking
chat. I
about
don't see her. I don't see her doing that anywhere.
9-year-olds? Why is he talking about 9-year-olds on
I think
your chat?
I think she's just talking about how. I think she's talking about whatever prophet banged a 9-year-old. I don't know, but or
And
didn't
that's how you
Muhammad?
describe it. How you say nice. You say my bestie was doing that. Okay, that's so. This is normal. This is something you condone on your chat.
No, it said his bestie was banging a. She's talking about
No,
yeah,
he's talking
she's talking
about
about
me.
a prophet.
He's talking about me. My bestie is the prophet. And
No, I
that's
think
how
she's
they're
literally.
talking. This is how your chat talks to you.
I think she's literally talking about a prophet. Yeah, Muhammad. Wait. Okay. Wait. No, this is the girl that Muhammad married. Yeah.
I know, but so this is totally normal here on your channel that they talk like this. For me, I ban anybody
Wait.
who talks like that because that's not what happened. That's not
What?
what happened right there.
I mean,
You
it's
even know
fine.
the
It's
story for Aisha? Do
fine.
you even know
Whatever.
the story for Aisha?
No, I don't care. That's not
I
what
know
we're talking
you
about
don't
right
care
now.
because you guys are ignorant and you let stuff like this happen on your chat and you let people talk like this and this is
Okay,
how you
that's
think.
great. And if I was arguing that
Anyways,
he was fucking a 9-year-old or whatever, that'd be fine.
I just
But
wanted
I
to
don't
point out.
actually.
I
I'm not
actually can't
arguing
believe
that
you
right now.
You agree with them talking like I just it has nothing to do with the discussion, but I can't believe you actually agree.
I
With
don't
them.
even. I
Anyways,
don't know whether or not they're right, and I don't care to check right now because that's
I
not
just
the
told you
conversation we're having right now.
that's not about the claim. I'm just talking about how they talk like that on your chat. They should be banned. It doesn't matter if that's right. Obviously, there's no way
What?
that's right because if
Why should they be
because
banned?
it wouldn't be described like that. And plus,
What?
you don't look. I'm not gonna even talk to you because you don't even
I
know what
should
the
ban them
suffering
for
is. But
describing
I want to come
something
back
a
to the
little bit.
discussion. So what do you mean by ultimate suffering? I really did not understand at all your point, by the way.
I mean, if you accept that a world with the worst possible misery for conscious creatures is worse than a world where that isn't happening, then you've already accepted objective morality, because you've accepted that some things are going to bring us closer to the worst possible misery for everyone, and that some actions are going to bring us further away from the worst possible misery from everyone.
So
The actions that bring us closer to the worst possible misery are immoral. The actions that bring us further away from the worst possible misery are moral.
okay, would you not? That's literally the description of a subjective morality, because it's in your brain what gives you misery or not. It's not objective. The objectively speaking, misery is different between one person and another. Like, for example, you could say that this guy looks like he's suffering, maybe because he's blind, but maybe he's not suffering. Maybe he's already figured out a way to get away from that. Maybe he was a little bit miserable, and now he's living a normal life. So to you, like basically what I'm trying to say, suffering is subjective. So what you actually proved is you're following subjective morality.
No, there can be objective facts about subjective experience. And when you say it's subjective in the sense that we are all subjects.
No, it's actually not true, because, for example, you think marrying
we're not subjects
1400 years ago is wrong. I believe that's.
Bro, I don't care. I'm not making that argument. Right? I never said it was wrong. I don't care. That's not what we're arguing right now.
No, that's what I'm telling you. We defer on the morality of that thing. So it's subjective. You're acting like there's misery. I'm telling you, the misery is subjective as well.
What? There can be objective facts about subjective experience.
No, there's
right?
not, because look, this changes with the amount of intellectual understanding of the topic you have.
Bro,
so the second you don't have,
when I look at a light,
then you lose.
Bro, when I look at
objectivity anymore, and that's why it's subjective morality. You're subjective.
When I look up over here, I see my LED light, right?
No. Let me explain.
I am experiencing the color red. I am objectively experiencing the color red.
Back in the day, they used to call it blue. Now you call it red. That's what I'm talking about. This is all subjective.
That's the term. That's the term that we give to the experience of perceiving the specific color.
Okay, of today's age, modern age. So that means you're literally every 100 years you evolve, because that experience changes.
That's
so
just linked. What do you mean that experience changes?
Morality.
What?
You're literally describing subjective morality. No, I'm telling you. Listen to me. For you today, suffering, marrying a 9-year-old is suffering, and it creates misery. But back in the 1400 years ago, when your daughter is 9 and you're literally living in the middle of a desert. There's no way to go. It takes 3 months just to go to Syria. Walking, you literally need to get her married as ASAP. Move her out. That's actually not misery. You see what I mean?
It doesn't even matter.
Every nation has a different subjective misery compass.
What you're just saying that? What? Okay, bro.
No. I'm proving to you that
even
you think misery is wrong and bad, because this is what it is in yours culture, but that's not how it is in every culture. A lot of cultures actually force men to go through misery and force them to go through a lot of tough problems. That's what I'm telling you. That's
and I think that's bad. It's not. Oh my god. I just don't.
What I'm telling you. The only reason you think it's wrong or misery, this is misery, is because you live in this day and age. For example, imagine you say, oh my god, I'm so miserable, I have to live in this hospital, when back in the day they were in the desert. They literally had no AC, no fucking running water. They had to go to the fucking travel for an hour or two just to go take a shower. But to you, to you, the misery is the hospital. For them, they would love to live in a hospital where they sit their asses down and the food comes to them and the nurses come and takes care of them and everybody comes and takes care of them. Do you understand what I'm talking about? You're describing subjectivity. You're not describing objectivity. That's why
there can be objective facts about scripture. There can be objective facts about subjective experience. Yeah, but so again, right now, just as example, when I look at this light, when I look at this light, I'm experiencing the color red. My subjective experiencing is seeing the color red. Okay, can we agree on that? That I am objectively perceiving the color red.
Experiences cannot be explained.
Yes, so it's an experience. There can be objective facts about experience. Okay, but that's for example, when I touch my
your experience, it's your experience, it's subjective. You literally are explaining subjectivity.
Oh my god, bro. There can be objective facts about subjective experiences.
How does it taste? Tell me, how does the apple taste?
I don't. It tastes like an apple. It tastes
Exactly,
sweet. It tastes.
subjectively. Exactly. That's you. You're tasting it,
There
not
can
me.
be
Whatever you
objective
experience, you're
facts about
experiencing yourself, not me.
subjective. There can be objective facts about subjective experiences. Okay, it is true that I am a subjective experience.
There
Okay,
could be
so
limited facts, yeah, but that's because of the intellectual
when I
properties
taste
of
an
your
apple, when
society.
I taste an
Because your
apple, when I
society
taste
tells
an
you it's
apple, when I
wrong.
taste an apple, when I taste an apple, I
No, no. If your
experience
brain was
sweetness.
empty,
I
if your brain was
objectively
empty,
experience sweetness.
look at me. I prove it to you. If your brain was empty, like a baby, you would jump out the air, out the fucking roof, because you're dumb as fuck. Because your subjective morality is trash.
How is
What
that
happens
relevant
is,
at all? That doesn't change the fact at all
no,
that there
what
can
I'm
be
telling you is
objective facts about
you
subjective
grow, and you
experience.
realize, oh my god, that's miserable if I do jump out of the fucking floor roof, and
That's
that's
totally
what you're
tangential to the
describing
point
as
I make.
subjective
The point I
morality.
make. The only point I'm making is that there can be objective facts about subjective experiences.
Okay, okay, I understand, but they change with the evolution of the society. For example, it used to be okay to
It doesn't
marry
matter that they
people young.
change. All that matters
Now
is that
it's
there
not
can be
okay.
objective facts about subjective experiences. Just like
What?
that, when
Sorry,
I
sorry, I
drink
didn't
this
hear
right
you. I
now,
didn't hear
I'm
you.
going to
You were
perceive
talking while I'm
taste.
talking. I couldn't hear you. What did you say?
Doesn't matter if they change. All that matters is that there are objective facts about subjective experiences.
Yeah, but you only know they're objective because through your experience, which makes it subjective. Like I asked you, tell me
Oh my
how does
god.
an apple taste like? You can't.
There are two types of experiences, right? Or it's two types of subjectivity, right?
Okay, tell me how does an
There
apple
can be
experience? Okay, okay, okay. An apple is
there
an
can be
objective. No, no,
subjective
no,
in
no,
the
no.
sense that there
Objectively
is no
speaking, an apple is
correct
an apple.
answer.
Tell me how it
There's
tastes
no
like.
correct answer of
Objectively
whether or
speaking, an
not
apple is an
so.
apple. Tell me how it tastes like. Go ahead, tell me. Describe to me how an apple tastes like. I'm gonna prove to you
I don't. It
that
tastes
everything
sweet.
is in
It's
your brain.
juicy.
There's
It
nothing
has.
outside of it. All of it is subjective.
Oh
The
my
only way it comes out
god.
of your brain is if it's in the scripture.
Can you just
Everything
listen
else
to
is
me
inside
for
of it.
3 seconds, man? I just need to finish my point, okay? We already went over this, that there can be objective facts about subjective experience. There are two types of subjectivity, right? There's subjective in the sense that there is no correct answer. There is no correct answer as to whether or not chocolate or vanilla ice cream is the best, okay? There is no objective answer there, okay?
Subjectively to you, objectively there could
Yeah,
be.
okay. But it can be true, for instance, it can be objectively true that I find chocolate ice cream better than vanilla ice cream. That is an objective fact about my subjective experience. Subjective in the sense
What
that
the
I
fuck,
am
guys?
the
He
moral
literally just
subject. I
described
can perceive things
subjectivity.
around me. I know I'm conscious. I know I'm a
Bro, this is
subject.
hilarious. I know your chat just noticed that you literally just described subjectivity using the word objectivity. That's hilarious.
Oh my.
You literally just said,
Bro, your
in
brain
my
is so
head,
broken. Your
I like
brain is so
chocolate more
broken,
than
man. You
vanilla.
actually can't.
No, no,
There can be
you said, no,
objective facts.
can I say what you said? You said, I like chocolate more than vanilla in my head. So objectively speaking, my subjective opinion is that I like chocolate.
Objectively, I like chocolate more than vanilla. Yes. There can
You're
be objective
describing
facts about
you're describing subjectivity. You're describing. Okay, so you have
Oh
to understand
my
whenever
God.
it goes through your brain and comes out of your mouth, that's subjective. You're right. There are certain experiences, but even those. That you want, it's very hard to tell objectively. They're all subjectively understood. The only real experience you objectively understand is even suffering is subjective. I'm not gonna lie. There are
Hold
people.
on. Can I just quote
Even
this?
suffering is
I'm just
subjective.
gonna
The only experience you can
make
understand.
my guy. Hold on. No,
When you the only
please.
morality. Oh man, I don't. Go ahead. What do you want to say, man?
I just want to. I'm gonna like read 2 paragraphs to you because maybe the way Sam Harris phrases it can get through your fucking pea-sized brain. Many people are also, I have to say, quote, many people are also
Guys,
confused about what it means to speak with
am I
scientific
crazy here?
objectivity about the human condition. As philosopher John Searle once pointed out, there are two very different senses of the terms objective and subjective. The first sense relates to how we know, epistemology. The second sense relates to what there is to know, ontology. When we say that we are reasoning or speaking objectively, we generally mean that we are free of obvious bias, open to counter arguments, cognizant of the relevant facts, and so on. This is to make a claim about how we are thinking. It is, in this sense, no impediment.
Okay.
In this sense, there is no impediment to studying our subjective, i.e., first-person facts objectively. For instance, it is true that I am experiencing tinnitus ringing in my right ear at this moment. This is a subjective fact about me, But in stating this fact, I am being entirely objective. I am not lying. I am not exaggerating for the effect. I am not expressing a mere preference or personal bias. I am simply stating a fact about what I am hearing at this moment. I have also been to an ontologist, and the associated hearing loss in my right ear confirmed. No doubt my experience of tinnitus might have an objective, third-person cause that can be discovered, likely damage to my cochlea. There's simply no question that I can speak about my tinnitus in the spirit of scientific objectivity.
Okay.
And indeed, the sciences of mine are largely predicated on being able to correlate first-person experiences of first-person reports of subjective experience with third-person states of the brain.
So what you said, what Sam Harris is saying is that you can use subjective opinions and experiences and describe the world objectively? Is that what he literally just said?
There can be, all he's saying is that there can be objective facts about subjective experience.
Listen
not understanding.
He said, I feel tinnitus, so...
Oh my god, hold on, can I just read this one more paragraph, please? Many people seem to, because this is literally you right now, you're literally this person.
What the
Many
fuck,
people seem to think that because moral facts relate to our experience and therefore ontologically subjective, all talk about morality must be subjective in the epistemological sense. i.e. biased, personal, etc. This is simply untrue. I hope to clear this up that when I speak of objective moral truths or about the objective causes of human well-being, I'm not denying the necessarily subjective experiential component of the facts under discussion.
I want necessarily subjective. Look, I get it. What happened is, this is what Sam Harris
said. Literally, your brain cannot comprehend that he is literally talking about you right now and calling you wrong.
Explain it with layman words. Let's see if you comprehended it. Let's see if you actually comprehend it. Explain it layman words. Explain that last paragraph. Explain that last paragraph. What does it mean? That last paragraph you just read.
He's saying that there can be objective facts about subjective
opinions. Yeah, okay. Sure. Everybody in chat just heard him say
you know what a subjective experience is.
Everybody in chat just heard him say you can be I can tell you how I feel and that's an objective fact.
Your brain is so pea-sized. You can't understand what I'm saying.
Can you believe that, chat? You're listening to this guy.
You can't understand. You actually can't understand. Your brain is so broken. Oh my god, you actually your brain is.
Explain it to me. That's what I heard. You said he literally
you have already agreed to me in this conversation.
No, can I finish? Because you're running away. Listen, he said my experience of tinnitus is subjective, and he agreed with us.
Oh my god!
Listen to me. He agreed there. He agreed.
Fact about subjective experience.
It's subjective because it's in his head. He said, and then when he said it out loud, it becomes objective. But how can it become objective when nobody can test it? It's subjective in his head. He says it out loud, becomes objective because he's not using new evidences or whatever the hell he was talking about. But then how can I test that? How can I test it?
I'm going to reread to you the first paragraph.
Okay, and try to understand it, please. Because
many people are also confused about what it means to speak with scientific objectivity about the human condition. As the philosopher John Searle once pointed out, there are two very different senses of the terms objective and subjective. The first sense relates to how we know, i.e. epistemology. The second relates to what there is to know. When we are reasoning or speaking objectively, we generally mean that we are free of obvious bias, open to counter-arguments, cognizant of the relative facts, and so on. This is to make a claim about how we are thinking. In this sense, there is no impediment to studying our subjectivity, i.e. first-person facts objectively. We can study first-person facts objectively.
His chat, guys, did you hear what he just said, chat? He said, objectively speaking, I'm asking your chat, man, please shut the fuck up. Objectively speaking, he just said that you can you can objectively understand subjective facts. That's literally what he just said, guys. So what you're saying is I can objectively know that you're sad because you told me you're sad. That's what you're saying.
Oh my god.
That's literally what you are saying.
I'm going to say the same thing that I said earlier.
I'm trying to understand Sam Harris's big brains, man. I have a small, tiny brain.
When I look at my light, that's up here, right?
No, don't go there. I'm talking about feelings. I'm talking about feelings.
I objectively am experiencing the color red. Do you disagree with that? That I am objectively experiencing the color red?
Yeah, because I look at it and it's purple in my eyes. Yes. I disagree with it. That's what I'm telling you. It's all subjective. You fucking dumb wit. When it's in your brain, it becomes subjective. I cannot believe you're
Even if
talking to
you
your
see
chat. You're
purple,
exposing
even if
yourself in
you
front of
see
your chat. I'm trying to
purple,
help you.
even if you see purple, I see red. I look
Okay,
at it and
I'll
I
tell you how I know it's
experience the color
subjective,
red.
because you use preconceived notions of things are bad. That's why we shouldn't do them. And it's all in your head. That's how I know it's subjective, because you don't know anything from right and wrong. You didn't even know that you shouldn't jump out of the roof. You didn't know
Oh my
nothing from
god.
right and wrong. You had
It
to,
doesn't
and
matter. That's
you had to
totally
be told. You had
tangential.
to be told this stuff. And so I know you've been told
Yeah,
a
you
bunch
have
of
to be told.
gibberish.
Yeah, I don't. You have to
Can I
be.
finish my
I don't.
sentence? I
What's
know
your
you've been
point
told a
there?
bunch of gibberish, and now you have this preconceived idea of the world where this is the
Huh?
right way to go, and everything else is objectively wrong. But I'm telling you, subjectively speaking, you came up to that idea using your subjective brain with whatever input that was put into you throughout your life, because you came up stupid as fuck trying to jump out of buildings. You don't know what's right and wrong. You came out, you don't know what's right and wrong. People started telling you what's right and wrong, and now you're using that subjective information to create an objective
Okay.
understanding of the
I
world.
just don't.
That's
I literally
flawed.
don't.
That's flawed. I totally
Do you think it's
understand Sam Harris, and I
objectively?
totally understand your argument. Don't act like I don't.
Yep. True. Uh huh. Okay. Do you think it's
Don't act like
true
I
that
don't.
1 plus 1? Do you think
By the
it's
way,
true
that's a
that one
purple
plus
light.
one
That's not
equals
red
2?
light. That's purple. That's not red.
Because I have one. I have one red
No, no.
light, one blue light, one
You
red light.
literally, your best argument. You
Blue
can't
and
even make
red,
it
I know
work.
finger painting's
This is your
hard.
best
Blue
argument.
and red
This
mix
is
purple
literally your
together are
best argument. This is your best argument. You don't understand. This is your best argument. I failed it. You failed it. You failed it.
You did fail at finger painting. Clearly, you
It
did
looks
clearly fail
blue.
at you in preschool. I know whatever preschool you went to didn't teach you
Yeah,
how
the
colors
king
work
of the world
properly.
preschool. Yeah, the best of the best preschool. The kings of all earth
Okay,
preschool.
apparently I don't. Whenever you had red and blue finger paint and you
Okay,
mix it
you're telling me
together
your room is red
and
right now. Everybody in his chat, his room is red objectively. Is that
oh
true?
my god, dude, my
Subjectively
guy,
speaking.
I
Okay,
said
no,
that
what
when
the
I
fuck,
look
man?
at
Can
this
I
light,
finish a sentence
I
without
see
you fucking
red.
trying to bitch?
You
Hey,
literally
listen
cut
to
me
me.
off all the time. I don't
Everyone
know what
watching
the
his
fuck.
chat, is his room red or not? Subjectively speaking, objectively, it's red to his eyes, using his subjective opinion. What the fuck do you guys think? Is it
Bro,
objectively red? Because he
that's
subjectively
not the
explained that it's
one.
red. Ophelia, go
Oh
fuck
my
yourself.
god.
Go ahead, man. Look,
I
man, you need
know
to be serious
I
with me.
know
You
it's
can't
really
sit
hard to
here. You
understand
can't sit
this.
here reading fucking stupid people's books and try to come and argue with me. I'm the fucking king of Earth. You're nothing compared to me. You have
I know
trouble with
I
arguments.
know the King of
You have
Earth.
to actually test
It
your
must be
arguments
really
before you stand in
hard.
front of me. And
It must be really hard to understand this.
everybody, this is all I
Because
do. All I do is
actually,
I debate motherfuckers. Come on my channel, debate me. I debate everybody anytime, anytime you want. Religion, trans movement. This is how you told me. This is how I knew you failed. You're 18 years old, first of all, so you have to drop your ego a little bit. Drop your ego. I'm 10 years older than you. I'm actually older than that. Drop your ego. Know that your elders are respect them a little bit. So I know more than you. Okay. This is your room is not fucking
okay,
red.
yep. So
That's it. I
I
destroyed you.
know.
That's all I have to do. That's literally
I
your
guess in
argument.
there's. I guess in the 10 years you have on
Yeah,
me,
funeral. I shit on
somehow
your
you
guy.
still
Yes.
somehow you still haven't learned that red and blue make purple when you put them together. I don't. I
Okay,
guess that's
but you
really
told
hard
me
for you to
your room is
understand.
red. I'm seeing purple
I
and blue.
told you that when I look at this light, I experience the color red, which
But
is true because I'm looking at a red light. If I look over here, I see a blue light, and then I experience the color blue.
okay,
Now, when those two
subjectively,
things come together on my face, it makes me look
I
purple.
agree. I
Okay?
agree.
Is that
I agree. Subjectively speaking, from my objective opinion, subjectively speaking, from my subjectively speaking, objectively, it looks purple, not red.
okay, man? You
That
want to
I
talk about trans
literally
people
just
now?
used your argument against you. What you got? Come on,
Yep.
answer it.
Okay.
Subjectively speaking, for me, objectively, the room looks purple, not red. What you got?
What? Yeah, sure. That's fine. What? Of
You
course,
see,
it looks purple to you
how
because you don't
you
see.
see how this
You don't
does
see.
you see how nothing you just said explains what objective morality is, because
No, there could be
we are
objective facts about
actually
subjective
we can agree on
experiences.
the
Oh
most
my god,
basics.
my guy. How are you incapable of understanding this? It's if you perceive it as purple, which again I perceive it as purple when it gets over
Because it's
here.
subjective.
It just doesn't.
Because
Oh my
if I
god.
have
Oh my
color
god.
blindness,
Oh my
because if
god.
I
Your
have
brain is so
okay, let me ask
pea-sized.
you this.
Oh my god.
Chat, I caught you, buddy. I caught you. If he needs to kick me out right now, or he's gonna lose every one of his viewers, because I caught him. Watch this. Okay, listen to the argument. Okay. Subjectively speaking, your room is green because I have color blindness. What you got? What you got? Answer me. Subjectively speaking, is it objectively
there can be
green?
objective.
No, listen to me. Subjectively, I have color blindness. Your room is green. Is it objectively green or is it objectively red? Which one of us is right? Because I have color blindness. Go ahead and answer this.
It's objectively true that you perceive it as green.
Subjectively speaking, I have color blindness. I fucked you right here. This is gonna destroy your argument. Subjectively speaking, I have color blindness.
I don't. I've already admitted. Oh my god!
Everything you just said is subjective opinion. It's not objective. Subjectively speaking,
there can be
objectively, your room is green because I have color blindness. Which one of us is right? Go for it. Go fuck yourself.
Again, there can be objective facts about subjective experiences.
That's not what objective fact is. There has to be one objective fact. You cannot have multiple objective facts. That's why we agree suffering
There is one objective fact when we're talking about your subjective experiences. Bro, it can't be both red and green at the same time for your subjective experience. Obviously, okay? You can only perceive it as one color at once. That's true. But it is possible that two people look at something and perceive two different colors because their eyes are fucked up or something,
come talk to me if you want to. Come talk if you're scared. Come talk, Funeral. Come talk, Funeral, if you're scared.
What?
You're scared, Funeral. Come talk. Yeah, man, my bad. I don't know what you're talking about
Oh.
anymore. I think you're a little bit stretched because you lost.
Funeral Leech. Are you Lightning Bolt Funeral Leech? No, you're not, right? Who is Funeral Leech in the Discord server?
I don't know. He's here on your chat too.
Yeah, he's on my chat, but I think Funeral Leech is someone else. I think Funeral Leech is someone else in the Discord server. I think Lightning Bolt's the guy from Kick. I asked him to start the anti-trans
tweet.
But well, he's going to say...
Your boy's not ready. Your boy's not ready. He already failed the... He doesn't even know what color his room is.
He's just gonna. Oh my god! I know finger painting's so hard for you to understand.
It's green, dumbass. It's green. How can you not see your room is green? Subjectively, objectively.
There can be objective facts about first-person experiences. Okay. Do you want to know about trans people?
Objectively.
But you're just gonna say trans people are immoral.
Yeah, exactly. Because I have objective morality, and all you have is subjective morality. All you have is. I feel like they should be doing this because that's what I feel like objectively. Go fuck yourself, man. That's not an argument. Sam Harris. Okay. That's why Sam Harris had to explain at the end of his fucking book. However, though, some people are actually smart, and they will actually destroy you in the argument. That's why I have to.
Just one more thing, guys. Just one more thing. Just one more quick thing because we're getting nowhere. Okay. Do you accept that?
You won't accept that you're literally describing.
Because your brain is so pea-sized that you don't understand that red and blue make purple, and you don't understand.
Just said subjective morality, subjective opinion is objective.
Because you literally cannot comprehend that there are two different things.
You said subjective opinion is objective, but I'm the pea-sized brain. Everybody in the viewers, all your viewers are watching, and I'm gonna post this. Don't act like I'm not gonna. I'm gonna post this.
I'm gonna post this too, man. I don't know what you're telling me, but there are two different types of subjectivity. The fact that your brain cannot comprehend this.
Ophelia, go fuck yourself, Ophelia. Go fuck yourself.
Thanks, man. Okay. Just one more quick thing before we end this, all right? Do you accept that some people are born with gender dysphoria? And they feel like they're trapped in their own body?
People are born, they want to jump out of the roof. Does that mean that they should be jumping out of the roof?
Can you answer? No, it doesn't, obviously not. No, but do you accept that
that's
some
my
people...
answer. Actually, you are sincere. I actually appreciate you for saying no. That's a sincere answer. I really appreciate that.
God.
And that's my answer. My answer is
so
no.
do you accept...
Because just because it's in your brain, doesn't mean you have to follow it. Because when I look up above, when I'm on the roof and I look right there, I have this innate nature. I just want to jump. It just tells me jump. Does that mean I should go do it?
No.
Or what do you think? Would you tell me to go jump when I have that feeling to jump, or would you tell me, hey man, maybe we should? Do
you understand how these people have this? Do you understand these people have? Thanks, Ophelia. Do you understand that these people have persistent gender dysphoria, and the only thing that seems to fix it is making the body match with the brain?
If you don't ban Ophelia, you're exposing yourself. He's literally condoning jumping out the roof.
Bro, I love.
I mean, at this point, he's exposed himself. Ophelia's exposed himself. He's actually a very hateful xenophobic.
How many times have I? That is true. I've told you Ophelia is a girl like 5 times now, but
I don't care.
I don't.
I'm gonna misgender her. Whatever the fuck he is.
Ophelia, if you want to come in here, you can. By the way,
I have no respect for Ophelia at all. Zero respect. She's a nothing to me. She's a fucking nothing.
I was just inviting her to the conversation because it seems like you want to talk to her so bad.
No, I'm telling you. I'm telling you to kick her out because she's ruining your chat. She's a piece of shit, talking a lot of shit in the chat. and she's very disrespectful. She's xenophobic. She has no real argument. She's just
He's
talking.
xenophobic.
She's just talking and trying to hurt people. So I'm just telling you, this is she's exposed herself. Just know
Okay,
that.
my man. Just. Do you accept that some people are born right, and they for their like entire life have some persistent gender dysphoria where they feel like they're born in the wrong body, basically? Do you accept that's true?
Okay, I agree with you. I agree with you. Now, do you
Okay.
agree with me? Do you agree with me that some people are born, they have persistent feeling, they just want to cut their right
Yep, absolutely.
arm off. They just want to cut that right arm out. Do you agree with me that so those people exist?
Oh my god.
I'm asking you. I'm asking you. Do you
I'm
agree
sure
with me?
some of those people exist,
Okay.
right?
Do you
Okay,
condone
man.
that they do that?
Oh
Do
my
you
god,
condone
man.
that at the end of their life they cut off their arm? Do you think that they should be doing that? I'm asking you, man. With your subjective opinion, objectively speaking, what do you think? Exactly.
Nonsense
Yeah.
420.
See,
How many
I'm
genders
telling you,
are
I'm
there
older
then?
than you. I've
No,
tested
I don't
all
think
these
they should do that,
arguments.
man.
I've
Oh,
tested
you're
all these
older than
arguments. You
me.
need to
Yep, that's
argue with
true.
me. You need to argue with me, non-fan, because you need to test these arguments against me because they're failing
Oh my
so
gosh.
hard. You have to argue with me. You have to talk to me.
Objectively, all is gay. That's so true, Ophelia.
So
Nope, I don't.
true.
I
Oh, and
probably
you
shouldn't
say
do
so
that.
true. You just
But it
exposed
seems like
yourself.
throughout
You
all of
just
human
exposed
history, there's
yourself.
been a group of
You
people
just
that
exposed
feel like they're
yourself.
born in one body, and no form of therapy works.
You
And
just
for them,
exposed yourself.
because their
Allah,
gender
Allah,
identity is literally
I won't
misaligned with
even
their
say that
body,
word. God is great.
it
Allahu
makes sense
Akbar. God
for
is
them
the
to
greatest.
transition.
God is the
All
greatest.
right, buddy.
God is the
hmm
greatest, man. Okay, anything else you got for me? Come on, give me another argument. Come on, come on. I didn't even finish. You didn't even answer my question. Do you agree they should cut off their arm?
I
Okay, you
literally
agreed with
already
me
said
that they
no,
live.
but
Do you agree they should cut off their arm?
no.
Okay, then what the fuck? What the fuck? That's how they want to live. Why would you
Do you
tell them
think
not
that
to
if
cut off
I
their
do you
arm?
think that if I put your brain in a woman's body, that you would feel kind of weird?
Bro, I feel fucking weird talking to you. I can't believe you don't feel weird. How do you live and not feel weird? You know, I suffer every day. I wake up fucking in anguish. I go to sleep in anguish. My back hurts. Everything is suffering. Does that mean I have to just kill myself and jump out of the thing? No, I just suffer any more. I suffer. Just because I feel a little bit uncomfortable, that doesn't, just because I feel weird, that doesn't mean I don't come here and struggle and do jihad against you and open your fucking small brain out. This is jihad, by the way. I'm doing jihad against you. I'm struggling against you
No, I
because you
can
have
tell.
such a small
Yeah.
brain. I have to fucking yell and shout just so I can explain a normal point out. This is jihad.
hmm
So do you think I would like this? I feel weird as fuck, but I have to do this because you're dumb as fuck. I have to explain this to you. But that just because somebody feels weird, that doesn't mean they can cut off their dick. Give me a better argument. God damn it, man. You're the king of these
Oh
trans,
my
man. Give
god.
me a
Okay. Do
better
you think that
argument.
if I put your brain in a woman's body, do you think that your gender identity would still be
Another
male? You think you would
hypothetical,
still feel
guys.
like a man?
Guys, when did you ever see a brain?
Oh my
I don't know.
god. You can't engage with a
All right, all
hypothetical.
right. Yeah, why would I fucking engage with a trash hypothetical that doesn't exist in this world?
Bro, if you can't engage with this hypothetical, the conversation's over. Because
Oh,
like I don't know,
really?
you
Because you have no other arguments except this fucking hypothetical?
it's a simple hypothetical.
No,
Oh
how
my
about you
god.
use another argument? We can come back to the hypothetical later. I don't give a fuck about your hypotheticals. Give me another
Bro,
argument, man. We
the
can
point
come
of the
back to the hypothetical
hypothetical
once the
the
arguments are
point of the
done.
hypo the
What the
point of the
fuck is the
hypothetical is
hypothetical?
that some people are born with a gender identity that misaligns from their biological sex. Okay, it seems like that gender is this thing that we have that like is in our brain, that more closely aligns with either the feminine sex or the male sex. There is no equivalent thing for like having a right arm or not. Okay, we aren't born with like an identity of like having a right arm
What about a dick?
or not wanting to
What
have a
about
right
a
arm.
dick?
Some
Would you
some
not?
people seem to be born with a feminine gender identity that makes them really uncomfortable with having a dick because they feel like they should have a fat pussy.
Yeah,
And it
but
seems
they're
like
actually doing that. They're actually cutting off the dick. Like, what if somebody says, I'm actually a dog, and so he takes out his
we're not
backbone.
born
He
with
takes
it
out
doesn't
his
seem like we're
backbone
born with
so
an
he can walk on
identity
his
of
fours. Do you
being
agree with that? What
okay,
if somebody
bro.
says I feel like a dog and he removes his backbone? But listen, you have to understand it doesn't really affect him, and this is how he feels though. He feels like he needs to remove his backbone so he can walk on his fours. Do you agree with that?
Are you going to engage with the hypothetical
Are
if
you
I
gonna
ask the
engage with my
question again?
hypothetical? Because I can sit
What
here and create
the
fucking
dog hypothetical? I
hypotheticals
already
till
told
tomorrow.
you. I already told you the same thing with the right. We're not born with like an identity of like feeling human or feeling it. Like it seems like we're born with an identity of feeling like a man or feeling like a woman, and that's our
Subjective.
gender identity. And there is an
And
equivalent for that.
you're saying that's not objectively speaking with your dick. It's a subjective thing in your brain. That's what you're saying. That you're saying we're
What
born
do you
with
mean?
something, but it's in your brain. It's not in your body parts. That's what you're
Okay,
saying.
my man. This other guy wants to talk to me. I'm sure you can stay in the server. I'm sure we can talk later. And I'm sure. Do you have like a?
I mean, if you have to recognize that you lost this, you have to recognize.
Yep.
That Sam Harris
that's
did not
so
save
true.
you. Sam Harris did not save you today. You literally said subjective opinion.
I think the fact that you literally can't comprehend that there are different types of
course I can't
subjectivity.
comprehend because you're not speaking English. You said subjective opinion is objective. That's literally what you just said.
I said that there can be objective facts about first-person experiences. Okay,
and I responded. Let's say
then,
you said
oh my
your
god!
room
Oh
is
my
green.
god! No! Stop! We already went over all this. Do you have a YouTube channel or something? I just want to know.
Is green. Which one of us is correct? But I have color blindness.
I just want. Do you have a YouTube channel, my man?
Yeah, I do.
Or something that you're. Yeah. What is it? That's.
All right, I'm linking it. I just did a Gaza is Israel apartheid debate. You guys should check it out. I gave really good arguments. Except Ophelia. Ophelia, if I fucking see you on my channel, you're banned. I don't give
Oh wait, you're live right now?
Hell yeah, I'm live. I fucking destroyed you in front of all your viewers. All your viewers need to come to me. I'm gonna jump off and go talk to somebody else right now, guys.
Oh wait, hold on. You watched my.
I've never seen you in my life.
Debate?
I thought you were smart, but
wait, do you think Do you think Israel's apartheid?
Israel's 100% apartheid state. I proved it.
Okay.
And the guy against me lost the debate.
True.
The guy against me actually lost. Okay. What do you believe? Do you believe Israel is apartheid? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about. Let's see what's your argument.
No, we can talk about that later. We'll talk about that later.
Run. Hey, all of your viewers, if you want to come and actually have a real debate, real discussion, come talk to me. Come to my channel. Jump on my YouTube. Jump on Minority Reports. We're live right now. You don't deserve any viewers, man. You're too dumb to have viewers. You're too stupid. Whenever you're ready, come talk to me. Go read more. Read more Sam Harris.
I will read more Sam Harris.
He's not gonna help you.
I
promise he won't help you. Watch. I can't wait to leave so Ophelia can start talking shit. Hey, good for you, brothers. All right. Hey, have fun with your group. And but you have to say you lost this debate.
Hey, listen, man. Stay in the server and we'll talk more. Okay.
Huh?
I said stay in the server and we'll talk more later. We can talk about Israel and apartheid later.
How long? 20 minutes?
No, like in future streams.
Okay. I agree with that. I'll text you, okay?
Okay. Right, well, I'm not gonna join like anytime you text me. I'm just saying like next time I stream, if we're talking about something and you disagree with me, we can have a conversation on that.
When do you stream next time?
Like tomorrow.
Same time?
Basically, yeah.
All right, would love to talk a little bit about the apartheid of Israel, but come with real arguments because I have real arguments, okay? Like I'm gonna talk about the laws in the books.
Okay.
All right, let's jump. I'll see you later. Bye bye. Complete fucking destruction again. Don't stand in front of me, bitch. Don't fucking stand in front of me. Let's see what he's saying.
That there can be objective facts about subjective experiences.
Retard.
He literally doesn't understand the two types of subjectivity of like what there is to know and like what
Let's see if he even can explain it.
Subjective experience.
I want to ask. Can somebody go on his chat and say, can anybody in chat explain what the fuck this non-fan is saying about subjective?
This guy, I'm gonna mute Discord because this guy's probably just gonna say slurs and like I don't really want to talk to this guy that much. We'll see. You listen to it. Yeah, he doesn't. His brain is pea-sized. All right, Lightning Bolt, you're up. Hello? Hey, what's up?
Here, I'm gonna send another invitation to another guy. Because he keeps talking shit, so we're gonna invite him.
Hey, what's going on, man?